Welcome to Made in Walker, the podcast that connects you to the people, the stories, and the ideas shaping our community. From local innovators to everyday change makers, we're diving deep into what makes Walker a great place to live, work, and grow. Here's your host, Nicole DiDonato.
Well, the first Tuesday in August is known as National Night Out. That helps promote police, community interactions, positive relationships. And Feyen ZyIstra, which is a Walker-based business, hosts a huge block party for the community on that day. And here to speak more about the party, as well as what residents can do in their own neighborhoods, we have E15 from Feyen ZyIstra and Officer Tyler Glass with the Walker Police Department. Appreciate you both being here today.
Thanks so much for having us.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
So, Evie, we'll start with you. For folks who may not know what Feyen ZyIstra does, what is Feyen ZyIstra and what really caused this passion for community interaction?
Sure. You might not know exactly who Feyen ZyIstra is, but you've probably seen our vans and trucks around. We're the blue vans and trucks. You can also call us FZ. It's a little easier to say. We are a national electrical contractor, and we're headquartered right here in the city of Walker. We also have branches in Traverse City, Kalamazoo, and down south as well.
All right, wonderful. And you really took on this National Night Out initiative and this party, and it has grown for over a decade. So where did that come from?
Sure. So when we moved into the neighborhood, we took over the old Fairview Elementary School, and we wanted to ensure that we were a great partner to the existing community. There is residential in the area, and we wanted them to know that we were here to be good neighbors and here to stay. And that was the driving factor of initially getting involved in National Night Out. I would say it was also at a time when community and police relations were tense, and we felt it was a good opportunity to be the hub of community coming together for the good. Local politicians, state politicians, police, fire, businesses, and neighbors.
Yeah, and that is the purpose of that, is creating just, breaking down maybe barriers or walls and making it easier to access your police and your fire. And Tyler, how does, Walker PD kind of come into play with this?
So a big thing what we do, Feyen ZyIstra, they pretty much do everything for us, setting up, and they're a great partner with it because it takes a lot of stress and stuff off of us when we have other stuff we're doing, whether it's taking calls and other stuff going on in the city. So they're a great partner to have in this. But what the event does, and what I think it's so great at doing, is one, it's a national program. Yeah. Okay, so it's going on all around the world. And like EB said, like law enforcement, community relationships, it's like a roller coaster. It's up, it's down. It's at times it's great, and then if something happens across the country, it sends shockwaves across the nation, in communities everywhere. It's a very rare career field where that happens, and it doesn't happen in most other careers. Right. So this, I think, is just such a great way to help benefit and foster community, police, fire relationships with everybody. And it's just a general area where everybody can have such a sense of community, because having that sense of community is huge with people. And then them just being in one central location where they can come and try and ask us questions. How do I keep my neighborhood safer? This is an issue we see ongoing. And sometimes it's easier for them to do that than it is they feel more comfortable doing that just out in a public place than maybe coming into the police department for certain people. So, and then it's also a way to see us out interacting with the public and not in our regular duties of taking calls and stuff like that. We're out interacting with kids, and they're just seeing a different side of us, that human side of us, in these community events. So overall, I feel like it's just such a great event to build that relationship, and it's so great that a business like Feyen ZyIstra in our city puts it on for us.
It is awesome.
I think there's really something to what you said about having fun together. Yeah. Right? You guys are having a lot of fun at the event too. The kids are having fun. The adults who brought the kids are everyone is there enjoying a nice summer night out as community, and just seeing each other in that way helps going forward throughout the year.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's one of the perks of doing this job is when you get out in the community and somebody just comes up to you and asks you how you're doing, because so many times from call to call, whatever it is, We can deal with tough things throughout the day that most people don't even think about that would happen. We're dealing with people and helping people in the worst day of their lives. And it's such a refreshing event to see people that are there and coming up to you and just talking to you.
Yeah.
They'll, hey, I have this going on. We've been seeing this same vehicle driving through our neighborhood type thing. And they're there, and we can figure out ways to help them just briefly, and maybe not the most official capacity, but just more of a laid back thing. And then some people probably have never seen some of us. I mean, we have a relatively large department, and some of these people have never even had interactions with us because they just haven't needed us, right?
Sure.
So they're there, and we're handing out stickers and candy and all this stuff to the kids, and overall it's such a cool event, and it's fun, and it happens all over the county and the country on August 5th. So
wonderful. And we'll get to the details in a few moments. And, gone are the days really of the traditional neighborhood watches, kind of the things that maybe encourage neighbors to look out for each other. So in this day and age, what kind of replaces that, and how can neighborhoods look to create their own safer, tight-knit community if they don't have that traditional neighborhood watch?
So it's true, neighborhood watch groups have kind of gone by the wayside, and I think a big factor in that has been the social media aspect of things. No longer do I think people need to get together once a month or every other month, whatever it is, to say, hey, I've been noticing this going on. This has been the issue in the neighborhood. I think right now, pretty much every neighborhood just has a Facebook page, and they just go on there, and that's where their problems, concerns, and everything are voiced in there.
Yeah.
We do still have one neighborhood that still has a neighborhood watch, and they still do a national night out as well. Because traditionally, that's what National Night Out was designed for, the neighborhood watch groups to have block parties, stuff like that. And now I think it's gone more towards businesses now supporting it and doing that stuff along with the police department, fire department. When it comes to what people can do to protect their neighborhood, it's very simple stuff. Something like keeping your house well lit. Okay. Typically, if somebody's going to try and do something, if they see that it's well lit, it'll kind of deter them. We see that it kind of deters them. Another one is security cameras. You can get a pretty simple, cheap Ring, Blink security camera off Amazon that you can throw up that just alerts your phone at night if there's any motion or anything outside your house. Another one that you can do in your neighborhood is evening walks. Okay. Like later evening walks, kind of when everybody's after dinner, they're kind of shutting down their house. You and a friend, a neighbor, whatever, go walk the neighborhoods. If you see somebody's garage door open, shoot them a text message if you have their phone number. If not, knock on the door. Shoot them a message on Facebook. Say, hey, just doing a walkthrough, notice your garage door is open. Is it supposed to be? Otherwise, it's just a friendly reminder. Hey, shut it. Because a lot of criminals, they're crimes of opportunity. So they'll drive through a neighborhood. They'll see a garage door open. That's when they go inside your garage and take your stuff. We also see that with vehicle break-ins, making sure your vehicle is locked up, right? Okay, because a lot of these vehicle break-ins we get, it's because a car was left unlocked. Okay, they're not saying they don't, they typically will not smash out your window. Sometimes they do, but that's what we see is it's that crime of opportunity. And they're looking for quick cash, stuff of value so that they can get that. So purses, money, change, all that stuff, try not to keep that in there. Another one is firearms, okay? A firearm a locked vehicle is not a safe, okay? So if you are a CPL holder, you do have a firearm, make sure you're getting that out of your vehicle and bringing it in. And again, these Facebook groups, if you had your vehicle gone through something like that, shoot a message out, say, hey, let's all lock your vehicles. Social media is great in that aspect where you can reach a lot of people in just a couple seconds because you're shooting that message out. If you're somebody that's passionate about it, maybe you can start monthly reminders like, hey, let's keep our lights on our house at night. Let's make sure our garage doors are shut. Let's make sure our vehicles are locked. So there's numerous things you can do without an official neighborhood watch group.
Great.
However, if you do have one established and it's well organized and stuff, and you do have questions, want an officer to come out and speak with your neighborhood watch group, we're more than willing to come out and do that for you.
Yeah, wonderful. And that's kind of what these block parties were to do traditionally years past. Neighbors knew each other. They went out, and now we may tend to keep to ourselves a little bit more, but that's kind of how Feyen ZyIstra comes in with their annual block party. And tell us a little bit more about that and what folks can expect too, if this is the first time they may happen to be hearing about it.
Sure. Yeah. Well, encourage everyone to come out. It's great for all ages. Again, it's on August 5th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. right in our front lot, which is right across from the Meijer on Alpine. So join us there. We've got a lot of stage entertainment. We give away bikes and pools and prizes. The police and the fire department are there running activities and interacting with community members. Balloon twisters, free hot dogs and ice cream and bounce houses. It's just a great time for all ages.
Yeah, completely free event.
Yes.
And what have you seen over the 10 years or so that this has been going on? How do you feel kind of whenever you see everyone coming, enjoying themselves, getting to interact with everybody?
It's a big sense of pride to be able to build something up with such a great partner like the City of Walker and the Walker City Police. It's become so much bigger than when it started, and it's been so rewarding to see some of the same kids that were 3 years old on their first visit to National Night Out are now in their teens, still coming back with their friends and family. Overall, just such a rewarding experience to kind of have an overview look at it over the years.
Yes, and if you're passing down on Alpine, and you can definitely notice it. So it's gotten bigger, and it's just such a great thing for this community. And we appreciate both of your partnerships and beyond for everything that you do to help keep our community connected, safer, and just improving the quality of life here in Walker. So E.B. and Tyler, thank you so much. And we thank you for watching us as well.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of the Made in Walker podcast. If you have comments or questions about this podcast, or if you have suggestions for future episodes, we'd love to hear from you. Please drop us an email at podcast@walker.city. Made in Walker is the official podcast of the City of Walker, Michigan. You can find Made in Walker wherever you get your podcasts.